Good afternoon and welcome to Fast Horses Today. Today is Sunday. It is February 23rd, and we're going to be covering some races from Santa Anita. Now, Santa Anita has a pretty good pick six carryover there from yesterday. Had some long shots there that rolled the pick six into today. I don't have a pick six ticket for today. I just wasn't able to narrow it down to a good amount. Also, I really haven't been following the pick six all too much there at Santa Anita. Been more with individual races and certainly the late pick five. But I do like some horses today, and I do like a late pick five, which does start in the sixth race over at Santa Anita. The sixth race has a post time. They're 3 o'clock Pacific, so 5 o'clock here in the Central Time Zone. And it starts out with a maiden special weight race for filly 3-year-olds. 6 furlongs on the grass, so that's, of course, the flat grass course. And, some interesting horses here, some first starters, some horses that do have some experience. I'm going to end up putting 2 horses here who I think should get this pick 5 started, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to put the 3, Nepal, Mike Pipey, Juan Hernandez. Hernandez takes the call. Pipey had been having the apprentice Arantes on the horse the last couple times that she's run on the grass. And, her last race that she ran, she ended up getting out to the lead at a big price. And, it was first Lasix. And, I thought that she ran pretty nicely there with the apprentice. And, I feel like Juan Hernandez certainly should improve the horse here over the apprentice and give this horse an even better ride. Not that Arantes did anything wrong, because he certainly didn't. But it looks that Hernandez would probably, improve this horse some. So I will put the 3 Nepal at 9-2, probably speed here, and we'll see how long this horse can go. And then I am going to put the program favorite here, who is 5-2 for Neil Drysdale and Butterfly Beach. Antonio Fresu takes the call. Now this horse comes off a troubled trip, and I did watch that trip, so it's one of those where I wonder if this horse will end up getting overbet because of the trip. I mean, it certainly was trouble there. And, appears that this horse probably should have some more run in her and can, really improve here. Now, she comes out of that race with Miso Fancy. And Miso Fancy was certainly more than ready to win that race, and she did get it done. And I think that could be a key race here. Orange Thunder also came out of that race. And we saw Orange Thunder win big. Not win big, but ran a really nice race yesterday to come up and break her maiden. So I think that probably is a key race here. Butterfly Beach should improve off that. We'll hope that gets a more clear trip with Fresu. So we've got the 3 and the 4 here in the 6th race to start off the pick 5. All right, now let's move over to the 7th race. 7th race is a condition claimer. These are 20,000 claimers, non-winners of 3. This is 6 furlongs on the dirt. And, big field signed on, which is very nice. Certainly helps the multiple race wagers as well as, the vertical race wagers. So, there's a, pretty evenly matched field here, but I'm going to put 2 horses in that I do like here that I think should take care of this race and be able to advance to pick 5. I'm going to put the 3, who is Haywood, for Doug O'Neill and Edwin Maldonado. Now, this horse definitely shows high speed. We'll throw out his last race. He ran during Cal Cup Day in the California Sprint race, and he ran with Big City Lights, which, certainly is... no shame there in losing to that horse. Is probably the best sprinter in California right now. So he did show a little speed that race. I feel like, that definitely sharpened him up. He showed speed in the race prior to that, ended up winning a condition claimer at Santa Anita back in the fall. So I think this horse should get out and go, and we'll see if Edwin Maldonado can take him to distance. Here at 10-1, that would be the 3 Haywood. Then I'm also going to put the 10 horse in. 10 horse being Manchild for George Papapadromo and Frankie Dettori. Now, this is 3-1 here in the program. This horse has been running, in around this level, maybe with a little bit better, and running well. And, Dettori might have the keys to this horse. He won with this horse back at Del Mar in the fall meet, at a condition claimer here in a very nice race. And I think from the 10-hole, Dettori can just get out of the gate and watch the race unfold and make the move here, and be a factor there at the end. So I like the 3 and the 10 here in this race. We're going to go over to the next race of the day, being the 8th race. 8th race is a $25,000 claimer on the turf. This is 6 furlongs on the flat grass. And, $25,000 is your bottom rung there in Southern California as far as, the claiming game. So I've got, this, again, a tough race. Some horses have been dropping down into this level, so we'll see if that makes them faster. And then we've got some horses that have been running at this level and just kind of running even races. So, again, these races kind of just narrow down to horses getting good trips and getting rides from their rider, and if they're in shape. So I've got 4 horses here. I don't have a very strong opinion, so I feel like one of these 4 horses should get it done. I'm going to put the 1 Count of Amazonia for Bob Hess. Now, Count of Amazonia certainly has run with better in his career and run well at Santa Anita as well. This horse comes out of 2 allowance races in his previous 2 races and ran some nice races there where I think, the drop here to 25 should certainly make this horse faster. Tyler Bays takes the call. Now, Bays has been riding better lately. He's gotten some wins and, certainly can get it done on the turf. Now, he's 5-1 here in the program. So we'll put Count of Amazonia in the race. I'm also going to put the 4 horse, who is Doncic. Doncic for Vladimir Serene and Frankie Dettori. Now, Doncic in Southern California, seems to be a thing now. So, we saw him play last night, played really, really well. So we'll see if his namesake runs well today. So it looks like, Dettori certainly knows this horse. He's won with this horse last year. This horse, was pretty sharp about a year ago. He's coming off a long layoff here. But, Vladimir Serene, can certainly get horses ready off a layoff. And, as I've said before, I don't mind long layoffs for horses coming into turf sprints. Good trainers can get it done and get them ready for those. 6-1 on Doncic. He's definitely a factor here. Then I'm going to put the 5, who is the program favorite, who is Jetivator. Jetivator, cool horse, 9-year-old horse, who just, seems to run a nice race every time. Sometimes he gets there, sometimes he doesn't. He's a big gray horse, shows speed. He's got the right guy on him today in Edwin Maldonado. This horse comes out of his last race, ran in a first level allowance race for the Cowbreds, and ran a nice race. I remember took the lead from the way outside and just kind of gave it up at the end. Goes back into claiming here. Certainly, could be a factor at 5-2. We'll put Jetivator. And then finally, I'm going to put the 9 horse. 9 horse being Don't Swear Dave, Hector Palma. Tiago Pereira takes the call. Now, this horse shows a nice record at Santa Anita on the turf course with 3 wins, 2 seconds out of 10 starts. So it certainly likes the Arcadia grass course and certainly likes the distance as well, with 2 of his wins coming at this 6 furlong distance. So this horse is 10-1. Coming off a bit of a layoff, has some nice works. Hector Palma can certainly get a horse off a layoff. He's a crafty trainer, about as crafty as it gets. Don't Swear Dave is 10-1, so certainly merits a look here. So we've got the 1, 4, 5, and 9. All right, let's move over to the next race of the day, being the 9th race. This is 6.5 on the dirt, and this is a first level allowance race for Cowbreds. These are fillies and mares 4 and up. And I've got 3 horses here that I'm going to put in to get this pick 5 moved along. I'm going to put the 4 Stop Digging for Simon Callahan, Frankie Dettori. Now, I mentioned before I wasn't going to play this horse anymore. Well, I'm certainly not going to play this horse to win because, she's a horse that has talent, but, just finds a way to not win races. Well, let's see if maybe Dettori can improve the horse. This horse comes out of a mile race, coming into a 6.5 furlong race here. Last time she did that, she almost won. She had Pratt on her. It was back on opening day. She was coming out of a mile, going into 6.5 on the dirt, and came charging, just missing at the wire. So, this horse could run well again here. We'll put Stop Digging and see if Stop Digging can get it done here today. Then I'm also going to put the 9 horse. 9 horse being Wishes to Riches for Phil D'Amato, and D'Amato puts the apprentice Carmona on the horse. Now, this horse comes off a win in a starter allowance race, and she just took the lead and ended up running a nice race. We'll see if she's up to moving up in class and winning at this California first level allowance level. It's 4-1 today. Wishes to Riches certainly figures, coming in light with the apprentice. So we'll see if she can get it done at 4-1. And then finally, I'm going to put the 10, who is Sharp Ride for Dean Pedersen. Now, Pedersen puts Aguilar on the horse today. Now, this horse, she's got she's part of a nice family of horses out of there. Secret Thorn has had a couple nice winners in the cow ranks, and she's certainly shown some ability. But Dean Pedersen is also willing to lose this horse. He put her into a claiming race last time, which she won, and won very stylishly as a favorite at Santa Anita, and it was a voided claim. So I'm not too sure what happened there, but maybe Dean Pedersen is lucky to have this horse back that she didn't get claimed. So she likes Santa Anita. Her 3 wins in lifetime, come at Santa Anita, on the dirt course, and certainly could run, at a sprint distance. I just kind of wonder, maybe she's not up to snuff in the Calbred level, a Calbred allowance level, but, we'll put her in here. Pedersen's been pushing all the right buttons, and, we'll trust that he can get it done here. So we've got the 4, the 9, and the 10. All right, now let's go to the last race of the day. Last race of the day being another California allowance race. This time they're going a mile on the grass, and these are 4-year-olds. These are boys. So I've got 3 horses here I want to put in. I'm hoping the pick 5 ticket is live. We've got 3 horses going, and I feel like one of these 3 horses can get it done here. Going to first put the 1 horse was Brazenly. Brazenly comes out of the Dan Escarati barn. Now, Escarati's a good trainer, very limited chances, but, it seems like he's got, some live horses at times, this being one of them. He puts Eric Garcia on the horse, and Garcia certainly knows his horse, having won a nice race back at Del Mar last summer, and that was on the dirt. Horses tried the Santa Anita grass a few times, having 3 starts and 2/3. But, I like the last couple races this horse has run. And, certainly out of the 1 hole, Eric Garcia, he's a guy who doesn't get a whole lot of chances either in Southern California. I think he does most of his work over there at Los Al. But, can certainly work out a trip at 6-1. And Brazenly, definitely has some talent here in the Calbred rank. So we'll put the 1 in. And I'll also put the 3, who is Keep Moving On, for Tim Yakteen. Yakteen puts Frank Alvarado on the horse. Now, Alvarado's been riding this horse up north in Northern California at excuse me, some of the tracks there. This horse does show an affinity for the turf, having won a staked race over at Santa Rosa, so that's pretty nice. So, shows she could run here. Now, she's here eligible for this race because they're putting him in for the $20,000 claim. So we'll Keep Moving On here. Figure, this horse can maybe close if the race falls apart. The horse seems to be in good shape. I'd throw out that last race. They put this horse in and with the Turf Classic, the Calbred day there, and the horse certainly didn't have a spot there. But at this level, can possibly get it done here with Frank Alvarado at 8-1. And then finally, I'm going to put the 4, who is Touchdown Brown. Touchdown Brown comes out of the Liberato Baraccio barn, and Antonio Fresu takes the call. Fresu's been on this horse for his last 2 wins. Baraccio made the claim here, claimed the horse for $25,000 off of Mark Glatt. And, this horse is certainly sharp, and we'll see if this ends up being a good claim. Baraccio's he's a good trainer, and he knows his stock, and I feel like, if he claimed this horse, he's able to run this horse. This horse still has the condition here on the turf, having not won on the turf, but certainly, can run at this level, and having won at this level on the dirt. So this horse is 0 for 3 on the turf, as well as 0 for 3 at Santa Anita, but shows some okay races. And I feel like we've seen Fresu win races on the turf on the front end, and maybe that's what this horse might do here. We'll see at 3-1. That would be Touchdown Brown. All right, now let's recap the day and recap the tickets. Okay, so today at Santa Anita, we've got a late pick 5 ticket, and the late pick 5 starts in the 6th race. So we're going to get the pick 5 started in the 6th race with the 3-4. With the 3-10, with the 1-4-5-9, with the 4-9-10, with the 1-3-4 in the last race. Now, today's pick 5 has a cost of $72. I feel it's worth it today. As we've seen at Santa Anita, if you could beat a couple favorites, that pick 5 pays really nicely. So if you want to play as is, do so. If you want to add or subtract, you got to do what's good for you. Or, look at those $3 minimum turf pick 3s, or even that late pick 3. Those have been outstanding payoffs, as well as the late double. So whatever you decide to do, I wish you the best of luck. Let's wish the folks over at Santa Anita a great safe day of racing, and let's wish ourselves some good trips and good luck for today. As always, I thank you for watching Fast Horses today. Please hit the subscribe button if you can. Doesn't cost you anything, just puts you on the feed. And when new content gets served up, it gets served up to you. And like, dislike, make comments. I promise to respond to everything I get. Let's create a discussion. So as always, thank you so much today for watching Fast Horses. Let's wrap up this week over at Santa Anita in a strong fashion. Let's get this pick 5 home. And again, best of luck. We'll see you next week for more Fast Horses today covering Santa Anita. Thank you.